Every morning, you wake up, you open your eyes, and without even realizing it, you lose, not later in the day, not because of bad luck, but in the first few minutes, when your mind is still quiet, still unguarded, still fragile. That is where most people make their biggest mistake. They reach for their phone. They let the world rush in before they even understand themselves, and slowly, silently, they begin to lose control. But long before this modern chaos existed, men who ruled their minds with precision understood this moment. Thinkers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca did not leave their mornings to chance. They knew something most people ignore. If you do not control your morning will control you. Look around today. People wake up tired even after rest. They feel anxious without knowing why. Their minds are scattered before the day even begins. And the truth is uncomfortable. It is not their work. It is not their circumstances. It is their mornings. Because your morning is not just the start of your day. It is the foundation of your thoughts, your decisions, your discipline. And most people build that foundation on noise, scrolling, comparing, reacting. They do not choose their mindset. It is chosen for them. You do not lack motivation, you lack control over your first moments. And once those moments are gone, the rest of your day follows. The Stoics understood this deeply. They trained their minds before the world could touch them. They did not wait for motivation. They created structure. What you are about to hear is not a routine. It is a system of control. 7 things, simple in appearance, powerful in effect. The first is this: control your first thought. The moment you wake up, your mind is empty, neutral, waiting. And what you place there first becomes everything. Most people wake up and immediately think, I am tired, I do not feel like doing anything. That single thought spreads. It colors the entire day. Everything feels heavier. Every task feels harder. But what if the first thought was different? What if instead of weakness, you chose awareness? The Stoics believed that while you cannot control external events, you always control your response to them. Your first thought is your first response to life each day. It is the moment you decide who you are going to be. If you lose control of that moment, you surrender everything that follows. The second is this: do not touch your phone. This is where most people fail before they even begin. The alarm rings, the hand reaches out, the screen lights up, notifications appear, messages, news, updates, and within seconds the mind is no longer your own. It is flooded with noise, with comparison, with urgency that is not even yours. You did not choose your mindset, it was assigned to you. The Stoics avoided unnecessary external influence because they understood how easily the mind can be disturbed. They valued inner control over outer reaction. The moment you reach for your phone, you are no longer leading your day. You are following it. And the worst part is, it feels normal. But normal is not always right. The third is this: embrace discomfort. Most people spend their lives chasing comfort. Softer beds, easier choices, less resistance. But comfort creates weakness. You wake up and everything tells you to stay where you are. The bed is warm, the air is still, there is no urgency. So you stay. 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes. And without realizing it, you begin your day by avoiding effort. The Stoics did the opposite. They practiced discomfort on purpose, not because they enjoyed suffering, but because they understood its value. Discomfort builds strength. It sharpens discipline. It teaches the mind that it does not need ease to function. Getting out of bed immediately, taking a cold shower, sitting in silence when your mind wants noise. These are small acts, but they carry weight. If you cannot control small discomforts, you will never survive life's real ones. The fourth is this: visualize the worst. This sounds strange at first. Why would you begin your day by thinking about what could go wrong? But the Stoics use this as a tool, not as a burden. You sit for a moment. You imagine losing something important, your routine, your comfort. something you take for granted. You allow yourself to feel that possibility just for a moment, and then you open your eyes and realize you still have it. This is not negativity. This is preparation. It removes fear. It builds gratitude. It strengthens your ability to face uncertainty. When you accept that things can go wrong, you stop being controlled by the fear of them going wrong, and suddenly you move through your day with calm instead of anxiety. The fifth is this: set a purpose for the day. Most people drift through their lives. They wake up without direction, and so they react to everything that comes their way. Message: tasks, distractions, demands. By the end of the day, they feel busy but not fulfilled, because movement without direction is not progress. The Stoics believed that every day should begin with intention, not a complicated plan, not a perfect system, just a clear decision. What kind of person will you be today? Focused or distracted? Disciplined or reactive? Calm or impulsive? When you set a purpose, even small actions become meaningful. Without it, even big efforts feel empty. If you do not choose your direction, you will be pulled into someone else's. The sixth is this: train your mind with silence. Silence is something most people avoid. The moment there is stillness, they fill it. With music, with videos, with endless noise, because silence forces you to face yourself. You sit for a few minutes, no phone, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. At first it feels uncomfortable, restless, even boring. But if you stay, something changes. Your thoughts begin to slow down. Patterns become visible. You start to understand what is happening inside your own mind. The Stoics valued this deeply. They believed awareness is the foundation of control. Without awareness, you are simply reacting. In silence, you begin to observe instead of react. And in that observation, you gain power. Because you cannot control what you do not understand. And most people do not understand their own minds. The seventh is this: remember that you will die. This is the one people avoid the most. Not because it is untrue, but because it is uncomfortable. You wake up every day assuming there will be another chance, another opportunity, another moment to fix what you delay, but that is not guaranteed. One day, without warning, there will be a morning that does not come. The Stoics practiced this idea constantly, not to create fear, but to create clarity. When you remember that your time is limited, your priorities change. Distractions lose their grip. Excuses lose their power. What truly matters becomes clear. You stop wasting time on things that do not matter. You stop delaying the things that do. You begin to live with intention. You do not have unlimited time. You have a limited number of mornings, and each one is either used or lost. Every morning you are given a choice, a quiet one, an invisible one, to take control of your mind or to give it away. Most people will wake up tomorrow and repeat the same patterns, the same habits, the same distractions. They will not notice it, they will not question it, and slowly over time their lives will reflect those choices. But you now see it. You understand that change does not begin in years. It begins in moments, in the first thought, in the first action, in the first decision. Your life does not change when something big happens. It changes when something small is done differently, consistently. And one day, whether you are ready or not, there will be a morning that never arrives. No second chance, no extra time, no reset. Just the result of how you lived. So when you wake up tomorrow, do not rush, do not reach, do not react. Pause, think, choose, because the way you begin your morning is the way you begin your life.